retribution. Oh yeah, we want retribution. Oh yeah, we want retribution. Yeah, we ran out of patience. For your love with a cold hard hatred. I can feel the vibration. Feet in the streets, it's a new sensation. I wanna break faces on the pavement. I wanna make greatness look complacent. Adrenaline awakened, I can taste it. We can make an impact, grab and then take it. Like a disease, bring them to their knees. Paid for their disease. Just like a weed, spread into the streets. It's time to make them bleed. 'Cause we just want retribution. Let's go light up the darkness. Make true of an empty promise. Flip gods into weak and harmless. Take to the streets and turn them to a mosh pit. 'Cause we want retribution. Oh yeah, we want retribution. Oh yeah, we want retribution. Oh yeah, we want retribution. That is your chance to be ruthless.
Hey kid, don't ever let them get inside your head. They'll tell you what to do in life instead of everything you know that you could get. Don't let them guide your life towards regret. I'll fight for what I love with every breath. My past is filled with things I won't forget. I used them all to push me to my best. So treat the worst of times just like a test. If only I could go back in time, I'd tell myself that everything will end up alright. Just push yourself, test yourself, figure out what you like, and find your limits, don't be rigid.
Wherever he goes, and I felt so bad because he won't come in the house. He will not come. I pick him up, start struggling the minute I get towards the door because I just bring him in.
Some are like that. You gotta sucker him. You just gotta slowly pet him and get his trust. So
Yeah, he's been sleeping on a chair on the porch right now, so he's come a long way. But I still feel bad leaving him out there.
Yeah.
Especially when I see the bad weather coming in. I feel really bad.
He's a cat. He'll hide right there somewhere on your porch, I'm sure.
It's raining now.
It's going to rain here any minute, and we never get rain this time of year.
I showed the clouds. They're to the north of me. A lot of times we just catch like the outskirts of it. It just goes north of this area, just a tad, so that we're not right in the middle of it.
Yeah,
most of the time.
Oh,
I spoke to a friend in Phoenix, Arizona, and it's usually terribly hot, like 120 degrees this time of year. And she said it's just been raining and raining and raining. So now everybody's getting rain, even like places that don't get rain in the summer.
Yeah, we've been getting a lot.
The wind was strong outside. It almost blew me over when I opened the door to come in. And then I open my door and a whole rush of wind comes directly at me from the inside of my place. It slammed the door.
Aw, look at how handsome he's smiling.
Aw.
Aw, isn't he cute? Oh.
Yeah.
Yes, it's so cute.
Did you get to see any of the squirrels? And,
Some, yeah, I did. Hey, did you see the video last night live? I guess they were mentioning me last night.
Oh, I stayed to watch. Yeah, I
Yeah.
even commented.
they were mentioning you?
You mean the foxes?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they Josh mentioned you, but it was only basically that they met you in person, and then Jackie said that you decided to go to the dark side. So
She said that.
yeah, that you decided to go to the dark
Is
side.
that so, Jackie? Miss Jackie?
I know, but we know about other dark things. So
I know. Well, would you like to talk about some dark side? What do you want to talk about? I decided.
well, what was
Oh my goodness, that's hilarious.
So that's what happened.
They wish I went to the dark side, man. Oh, man.
Met you and it was all nice and wonderful, but you decided to go to the dark side, so you guys can't hang out now. And then
we definitely
can't. Person, that weird fake Christian chick, she got on and she's just like intolerable to even have to hear her. And she repeatedly kept bringing up your name, like, oh,
Jen?
Tinfoil.
Jen?
No, it was a tinfoil TV lady.
Yeah.
And just talk about you, but people they weren't interested. They were talking about Seven. Everybody's engrossed with trashing Seven. So yeah,
she's got a whole playlist.
To bring you up. Oh, that mad and Josh just said basically you're too dark for Josh and whatever.
That's a good thing. That's a good thing. I'm definitely not their speed, so that's a good thing. Yeah. Whoa. Did you ever love those ones that hide behind
basically bashing him like. And then he, right after they were done, he went live for like 3 minutes and he basically said, oh, I'm such a loser. I guess I'm going back to drug rehab. And then he deleted the video.
Drug rehab? Wow.
Yeah, because like he was at a rehab. He was at a rehab like a few months ago. And he straightened out.
For what
and then
kind
he's drinking, I guess. I don't know. It seems like he's been doing some kind of stimulants.
Stimulants.
But I didn't sense that.
He's a powerful person, man. I mean, he realized his whole community, everybody that was in that chat room last night, because I went in there to do the analysis. I was analyzing the situation in there, and basically, like everyone that his recent new people that hang out in his chat room were there. Even some of his biggest groupies were in there last night, and they were all evil. Like they were all like, siding with those people and kind of like not having Seven's bullshit. Whatever.
Like Borgs. like zombie Borgs.
Well, that's okay. They can take him out. Yeah, they need to take him out. He needs to. I mean, he got outrageous. If anybody's racist, it'd be him.
That's why I wanted to roast him the other night, because I saw that, that crap, and I was just like, wow, this guy is just, he basically like said he wasn't a racist and then put down every race afterwards.
I know, right? In the same sentence, practical.
That's
I know.
I know. It's not like he was sloppy. It's not like he was sloppy drunk or anything. I mean, he was very coherent. He just picked a fight, and then he went with something imaginary. He made up shit. He's one of those that makes up shit.
No, he's obviously such a he's being such an operative, just like Mary said this morning, because I watched your video from this morning, because Mary was in the chat room last night too. I said, hi, Mary, so she was in there.
Yeah.
And
I see.
Yeah, I was going to say something about you, and I just decided to just not say a word and just watch them. But because that tinfoil chick, she's just a stupid idiot. I mean, like, and all this Christian rhetoric she was saying, it was
That's all such bakery. That's not how she rolled at the beginning. Let me tell you. Oh, she did. I love these people's stories because they evolve with their stories and they collect other people's material and they repeat. They're repeaters. She repeats. I mean, it's so hilarious. I could point you guys to videos to show you the evolving of these people. It's on Bob Trucy's channel.
Yeah, so many times. But it
Same
seemed
with
like
Winnie McCooley or
Even
whatever
Jackie.
her name is.
Josh, all of them.
In Michigan, she takes what everybody else says and makes content out of it.
Who is? Oh, I gotta go get Daisy.
Winnie
Cullen. Yeah.
McCullen or
Oh, I'll be right back. Daisy's
McEwen.
screaming. Yeah, I know who you're talking about. I'll be right back. She's screaming.
stop it. Hey, I'm getting a package. He thinks it's
What?
always, my dog always thinks there's a Chewy box coming up for him. Yeah, anytime he hears a truck, he thinks it's a Chewy box with his, So there he is. It's no Chewy box. No Chewy. Come here. No Chewy box. No Chewy box. You can show your big dumb face. Oops. Come over here. He turned the thing off. That's what he did. Stop it. Hey. Stop it.
Like that epic scene of
That bad. Like he just behaved. That was outrageous behavior.
Mm-hmm.
well, he's behaving for Inky, the one that he talks to. You know,
Yeah, he's talking to Anki. Right?
Inky. Yeah.
Sure. That's a good. We believe that.
And I'm dark. And they're hanging out with them. Remember, they went into Serpent Mound twice with him.
Yeah, and they said they and if you watch that video, they will tell the whole story of the 2 trips to Serpent Mound. Josh even talks about how he threw some chick in the pool. So they tell the whole story of the 2 trips to Serpent Mound. You know, and then when Seven did his video last night, his like 3-minute video where he basically was like, you know, oh, I'm really in trouble. I think I'm gonna have to go back to rehab or whatever he said. But then he said, before he disconnected the chat, he said, oh, I just wanted to say this one thing. You know, Josh tried to beat up Jackie at Serpent Mound over a crumb bun or something.
That's what I heard him say.
What?
A honey bun. And I was like, wait, what? And that's.
Oh, you heard it.
I heard it too. Yeah. Over some honey
Okay.
bun. Yeah. I was like, I heard it once or twice. I was like, whoa, what's going on here? What's that about?
So then Jackie put up a video this morning about a little clips about this is just how we get along. It's so funny because they were like kind of fighting in the beginning of their live stream over a chair or something. I don't know. I pick up everything because you know that's what I do.
Yeah,
it's like I like to see what the truth is, you know, and what they're doing.
Yeah, that's what we do. Yeah. So well, you know.
So they have all these little fights over little piddly things.
Well, you don't know somebody, you know, until you get with them.
That was crazy. He said that, and then he turned off the video right when he said, "Well, Josh tried to beat up Jackie the last Serpent Mound over some kind of bun,
honey bun,
or something." And then he signed off and he deleted it. So I don't think he's been on.
Oh boy, she probably got mad about that.
It was on. Unless they were on it, like I was just sitting there because that's what I was doing. I was just hanging out after after they went off, and all of a sudden my notification popped up, and it was like 7 was live. So I went and watched him, and it was only maybe 5 minutes, and he immediately deleted it. So unless you didn't catch that 5 minutes, no one saw it except whoever was there, which was about 12 people actually.
Yeah, and the one that he had last night? He had one, and he deleted it right after too.
I'm talking
where
about.
he
I've
was.
seen that. Then I'm sorry, I'm so tired these days.
Oh, that's how you know about the honey bun incident.
Yeah, because I was lurking, of course.
We were both two of the lurkers in the chat room.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah,
we're not the only ones. Snafu was in the chat. Let's see.
Yeah,
Wasn't it Jackie's and
yeah.
the factory?
He's just like doing what we're doing.
He must be doing an investigation or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, I investigate. That's what I do. That's what I used to do for a living.
Yeah,
And
we're
when
just
I'm not doing that, and we're like hanging out in this chat. I love watching court trials on YouTube. That's what I do. All kinds of court trials. It's like I love watching it. It's my hobby.
Yeah, I got it. So
Watch the whole Alex Jones defamation trial. Watch the whole thing. It was great. Live when it was happening. Yeah. Just a big show trial because the state of Texas, they have a cap on how much you could sue someone totally, and it's 1.5 million. So they could say that he's getting sued for 45 million, but the cap is 1.5 in Texas. So that's all they're going to get out of him.
So what is it for the media headlines? Why they're even going to try it for 45 mil when they know they can't get that? What's the purpose? What is it?
I'm still analyzing that. I am. I'm still,
Yeah.
We'll see. Because they're taking him to court in Connecticut too. So
for what?
Same thing. Another family wants to try to get.
That's so ridiculous. Wow. Outrageous.
And in reality, he's not even worth $1 million right now. He lost so much money.
Oh boy.
If you watch InfoWars, his website.
Yeah.
I went there right after the verdict to see what he was doing, which was really fun. It's my dog. That's what he basically was saying, that they can't get hardly any money out of him. He's not really worth much. And then, the whole thing about the cap being 1.5 million in Texas, and I looked it up, and that's correct. So you can't get more than 1.5 million out of someone, and that's collectively. So
who let the dogs out?
All the drama, all the YouTube drama, let it unfold. Keep unfolding.
Wow, that's a cool breeze.
Yeah.
Quite entertaining. I found that the whole Seventh Folding thing to be very entertaining because, I love watching people get their just desserts. It's so much fun.
Yeah. I know, right? Well, I'm gonna have to watch that video and find out where they're talking about me because I still have.
Josh brought you up like twice. He basically said the same thing.
What now?
Josh, I think, brought you up twice, and I think it was like twice, and said basically the same thing. Oh, we met her and all this stuff, but we decided she was on the dark side. You're so dark.
Apparently, that's fine.
Oh.
Yeah, sure.
We're just witches over here. We're just the witches.
They're the walk on
I
eggshells,
go, look,
you know.
she has 2 playlists of us being witches. All
Right.
Oh my gosh. So of course she keeps bringing me up. I'm like, advertise for me. Keep on going. That's fine.
Am I a witch too?
Apparently, yeah, we're all witches.
Yay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Oh, you
So
too,
Halloween's
Venus?
coming. I'll start getting really spooky in my streams.
I don't get many compliments. Could have called us with the B word. The W's, right?
A bitchy witch. Sure, that's me.
I am kind of a bitch. I'm bitchy. I could be
Oh,
I can be. I can be.
7, when he got mad at me, he said he called me a slut too.
Oh,
you didn't even call me.
damn. He's bold, man.
He wanted me bad.
You wanted your money,
Oh, wow.
whatever funds you had, like everybody
Sugar
else.
mama. These men
Well,
want
yeah,
sugar
he'll
mama.
take other things. He'll take other favors.
What's
I don't think he's very picky.
Is
You
that
know?
what's going on? These dudes want sugar
I
mama.
don't know.
Yeah,
He
that's what it
said butt a lot. I wouldn't go for that.
Ew, I wouldn't.
Oh,
That's pretty nasty.
Oh,
He's nasty. Yeah.
I thought I didn't think he was straight. I didn't know
He's
that.
He
Wow.
told me right off the bat when I first started talking 2019 or whenever that was, that he was bisexual.
Mhm.
Yeah.
really?
Yeah. Obviously. Look at right? Just check it out.
Yeah, I mean, right?
It's all flirty. Stop it. Sorry. Stop it. Nuts. Anybody
He's got
want a
his
crazy?
eyes on a
I
cowboy.
know. Nuts like mine, Daisy. They're match made in heaven. Yeah. See,
Yeah, they definitely get along.
7's got an eye for a cowboy, John boy.
yeah. What was that about?
That's
He was hardcore about it too.
that was just
I know. He was not letting up. He was making one pass after another. It was like bam, bam. I couldn't believe it. It was like he was listening to us.
it has land. You have to understand land.
Oh,
And
Oh.
7 is for land. That's he wants to move away. So he's talking to some woman also about moving on her land.
oh.
People invite him to their house. They never let him stay very long. Usually like 12 hours is too much.
Wow.
I remember he posted this video when he went to go visit this guy called Joe from Ohio. And he
Oh, I know,
posted the video, of course, it came right down. But he was drunk off his ass. He's at this guy's house with his wife. And he's totally being belligerent and like telling, it's like 2 o'clock in the morning, and he's telling Joe's wife, come on, turn on the radio, let's sing. And she's just like, kill this guy. You could tell she was really getting mad, man. It's like, you're
Wow.
right. House. He was totally what he did in Jackie's, video, but live in someone's house that invited him over.
Oh, I can
And
imagine.
it was kind of ugly. And he took the video down. But then they didn't want him there anymore. Another place he showed up at, they invited him with open arms. After him being there 2 hours, they put him in the garage. They said, oh, you have to stay in the garage. We're sorry. And then after the garage didn't work out, they told him he had to stay in his car across the street parking lot.
Whoa, that's insane. He must really get combative with people.
Oh, yeah, he does. He gets crazy.
Wow.
He's
Wow.
got
And if
a
you're-
big head.
He switches. He's
Like,
drinking.
the woman that flew from California to Ohio to be with him, and that the police almost came to that event. I mean, she almost called the police on him.
Oh,
Wow.
boy. That's not
He's
good. Never call
neck-
him.
He stole her necklace and kept putting it on his live stream, holding it up. Like, look what I had. Could I have? Like this really beautiful, kind of expensive necklace.
Oh, wow.
totally stole it from her.
He stole it and he was bragging about it.
Yeah, like on his video. Look at this necklace. I have it. You want me to send it to you? Like after he totally, I don't even know what he did to this poor woman. But Buzz probably knows who it is. If I told you, I don't want to say it over. I don't want to say it along, but one of the regulars that come in and flirt with him really hard.
Oh my God.
At that time, 2 years ago, right? So, yeah, he has it coming. He shouldn't have a fan base. He's abused everybody. He's fucked with everybody. He took donations that he said was going for food and shelter and bought beer, and cigarettes.
Yeah.
Let's see if Leslie really loves me.
Yeah, he sneaks off and drinks. I'm like, why don't you just drink on camera? What's the big deal? Like,
goes in the kitchen and everybody could see her in there going, ugh.
Yeah, I know. I know. It's like so.
Well, remember some of his religious followers? They would get on him about it, and then he would do that guilt trip, like talking, like sorry, do better, and
that's because he didn't want to continue getting those donations. I mean, I remember at one point he was racking in enough to be able to pay for a hotel room and how expensive it is to eat out and everything. He was just getting almost, when he lost.
Oh, wow.
His uncle helped him a bunch, but it was people like that woman Darlene Bates and a few of these other women who were just like sending him tons of cash.
Wow.
And then there was some Texas lady also that was in the chat. And then one day she came in and she was like totally freaking out. You said you were going to show up. I sent you the money. I sent you like $10,000 or something. You were supposed to come to my house and help me with stuff. I'm here by myself and I'm sick and you promised you were going to come and work here. And I sent you the money. And now I'm not going to send you any more. And he just went belligerent on her like, well, I'm banning you now. She's a liar. This is the kind of stuff that would go on all the time.
Oh, wow. That guy's psycho. Wow.
Yeah.
Gold digger.
Yeah. Like you got land. He doesn't care if you're a dude, a girl, transsexual. He doesn't care.
Wow.
You got land.
He's going for it. Yeah.
He'll stick it up the butt and get monkeypox.
Oh. Yeah, eating ass. Oh.
Yeah, it's he finally got his just desserts. It was really fun to watch.
Well, imagine what all of them are really like. You don't know these other people.
Well, they were all best friends, all of them. Look how they all turned really quick. Oh,
yeah,
because everybody was like, you crossed the line, man, talking like that. That's really ignorant. Really ignorant speech.
And personally, he was even crossing a line trying to be dominant over Phoenix Fox. I was like, dude, I thought you guys were buddies. Why are you trying to bow up on him? He was trying to be dominant, like talk down on him, I thought, at the beginning.
Well, he does that if he comes into anybody else's chat. He wants to dominate the chat.
Yeah.
He doesn't like doing chats with other people. He doesn't like it at all. He likes to be the only one talking.
Just him talking.
Yeah.
He doesn't play well.
No, he doesn't. That's exactly what I thought when I was watching it. Because I watched it live go down, man. I watched it.
Wow.
Remember, he was so scared, and then he turns violent. I guess he got over his being scared, and then he goes into tears.
Yeah, he's a drama.
Nobody does it that quickly.
Right? Like, I'm scared.
Not genuine.
Bipolar or something.
And then you're like, and then he's like, oh! Oh!
I mean, it's like crazy.
Backwards. You just see him in the background.
All over. Yeah. I was like, what the? He was waiting for a response. He never got any. So, did you see? After he got no response, it was like nothing happened. all of a sudden it was like, oh, I was like, that didn't work. So he stopped that act.
Right.
Yeah.
No, he's like basically like, "Ugh," and then he looks. Oh, hi.
I know.
No,
Exactly.
He's been for years.
And you know,
He
had
exposed
24
himself.
Yeah,
Totally.
24 people watching his shit every day. Like I go there just to check out because he's streaming every day because he's making money. He's monetized, so he keeps up with it. And then
He's
he
not
needs money.
monetized.
He isn't?
Monetized.
Oh, he's not now, huh?
They won't let him. They like yank that shit.
Okay, well, regardless. Well, he streams a lot. I thought he was.
Well, because he's trying to get the donations.
Gotcha. I didn't know he
Because
peddled.
he send donations to PayPal.
Oh,
Right.
I didn't know he was a peddler like that.
Yeah, he hasn't been monetized in a couple years.
I mean,
Because they like, hell no, bud. You don't get, we're not monetizing. You're crazy.
well, it sure seems like he's got lots of people that watch him. You'd be surprised. So
Not as many as he used to, man. His chat room would be packed, man, back in the day.
damn, this is so crazy. Can you imagine? Like, what the hell are people watching him for? Like,
Wasn't there like
I watch him because I know he's crazy, and I'm watching all these other crazy
30 or 40 people in there all the time?
Yeah.
It was the least, back in the day. And, he, well, I think the people that are left watching it is just the train wreck watchers. All the people he blocked, all the people who are pissed, all the people who gave him cash are all sitting there going, waiting for him to make his, to crash his train.
Well, it's one thing if he's taking donations, but it's another thing if he's playing women and like playing them for donations. Like that's some bullshit if you're doing that.
Okay.
Remember, give me a card. Give me a card.
Right.
And then
He'd
Kevin would draw a card.
What? I'm lost. What are you talking about?
cards every night, like before he'd stop streaming, he'd get out his cards and he'd be like, who wants a card? So he'd pull a card and then he'd say, if he liked you, he'd say something really good about the card, but if he didn't, it would be real like condescending and mean.
Okay. And what kind is it, a tarot card or regular playing deck card?
A tarot deck. It was like an angel deck or something. It wasn't a traditional tarot deck.
And he just picked somebody in the chat room to talk about or read their. Oh.
He would. People would say, me. I want a card. Like in the chat, it would be like, I want a card. I want a card. Me.
Yeah, that's hilarious.
And then he would just call their name and then he would pull the card.
Wow. Okay, well,
off the top of the deck.
See, I think he's possessed or something. There's something going on with him. I remember me. He go recently into like this stone, like I don't know, like outside the stone place, and he talks, does his live stream. You know what I'm talking? No, it's outside, somewhere where he lives right now. He does.
Oh, that's the Cincinnati. That's one of those big, beautiful old Cincinnati parks.
Yeah,
that's like that's like an old stone building where they have weddings, and it's kind of like
I love that.
Yeah, it's beautiful. It is.
It is. It's so beautiful. Yeah, I thought he was doing good when he first went to that place, but now.
Well, he's drinking, so that's it. He fell off the wagon probably a week ago. When he moved into that new apartment, he totally fell off the wagon.
Mm-hmm.
That place.
I told him years ago that those who drink, the negatives take over them, and he doesn't. He didn't listen. So
I've been fighting it myself. Yeah.
So many murder cases are people intoxicated. So many of them.
Oh, I believe it. Yeah, brings out the demons. Maybe there's a lot.
And the person is always like, "Well, I didn't know I was going to kill them," or they're totally shocked that the person is dead after they did something really violent and just murdered the person. It's usually both people are drinking all over the place.
Yeah, it was Inky. It was Inky that took control.
They're gonna blame it on somebody else. Not well. I don't know.
Well, I've had experience with them. They actually, sometimes it sounds like somebody speaking to you, but it's just like telepathically you can, like, it's almost like a conversation, with the dark ones. So yeah, I know that Seven talks to them because he did it live.
Hey, friend, Kevin.
He would ask them questions and shit.
Right.
Talk to them. You saw that.
Oh yeah. Well, he's reading that Zacharias Sitchin book. He reads it out loud, and he doesn't even understand what the fuck he's reading to everybody. So,
he's going off the rails. Well, some people do, as long as you don't go too far. Because, like, look what happened to James Munder, man. That was like, I mean, I tried to stop him a month before all that happened. He was driving all crazy, like, there's times where you see people doing stupid shit. You try to stop them. I was trying to stop him. Yeah, he was driving and shit, being all high and fucked up. Then that happened. So, you can only do so much. If he falls off the wagon and keeps going, not really good,
James Munder sounds familiar.
Yeah, Munder News. Well, he had Munder Underground News. He was James Munder. I used to stream a lot of his protests 2 years ago, but he did his own thing. He did like his news cycle thing. He was an IRL streamer too, just everything. He was a TI too. He became targeted. Lots. He's been on YouTube for a long time, but lots went on with him. Then he recently got in a car accident in LA and a Tesla.
Is that guy he was in Florida?
Well, he had traveled in Florida. Why? What guy?
Well, I think I know which one it was. Wait, how old was he? Like,
he's got to be in his 30s. Well, he was in his 30s, mid 30s, I think.
Kind of a heavy-set dude.
Yeah, black hair.
Black hair.
He had a great personality. He had his own personality.
He had his mother's house.
Yes, his mother died. She died after she got and and then weird shit started happening. I was like, but he was having people break into this place in Vegas. Then his mother died and his dog died. It was just one thing after another, and then he had all these people trying to come after him. Different things, I don't know how much you watch, but it's unfortunate. This happened right after my channel got taken down. Then Mark Vogel announced that James Munder died. And I was like, what the? And I was like, oh boy. So that was huge. Yeah, because
he was only about 35 or something?
Yeah, he's pretty young. Probably younger than that. I don't know. Yeah, something in that nature. I don't know. Yeah, James Munder, Running with Scissors. When she comes over here, she knows she came from over there. Yeah, I used to watch him, and sometimes I go in this and chat and stuff, but I just, lay low. But I try to stop him when you're driving all crazy and high and tired, and we all tried to. But that wasn't when he got. That's not what happened. This was a month later. Fast forward a month later. He was in the highway, and then I guess I don't know what happened. A Tesla and him got in an accident, and his body was actually laying out on the road when they came and took pictures and for the, media, and it was just interesting. I don't know. He didn't have his phone with him. He left in the middle of after a live stream. Yeah, it's not good. So there's a bunch of drama going on with his whole death and stuff. So,
Jeez.
yeah, if you go watch his channel, and then Aphrodite Starfire, have you heard of her? That channel, Aphrodite.
No.
Yeah, she makes a bunch of videos about that. She doesn't think he died the way they say he did. There's some conspiracy. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. So it is a little fishy. Ow. Oh, we couldn't hear you. He wasn't. No, he wasn't. But there was a Tesla that was involved. And, yeah, it was like the Tesla didn't get hurt, or I don't know. All I know is James' body was literally laying out crumbled on the ground where you could see him. They like, you could see, but they didn't cover him up or anything. It's like, damn. Yeah, he's on the like news and stuff. It was bad. So yeah, this weird thing is the night before I was like, damn, I gotta subscribe to James. Something him popped in my head that night, and then he died so many hours later. His mind popped up while I was on the phone with a friend. I was like, damn, I gotta subscribe to James. And then hours later, that's when it happened. I was freaked out about it because it was so really weird, like how his channel popped up in my head, and then hours later he's dead. And it was just, I was shocked. It was shocking.
Wow.
Yeah, I don't know if he has a baby with the chick he was dating, if she's pregnant. They were doing a DNA test to see if she's pregnant.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, I haven't been keeping up on the gossip or whatever you want to call it. The info.
He looked like he was happy the last time I saw him.
He was. He was doing all his reports like early morning. He just go through the news and shit. Yeah, he was doing good, but I don't know what he was on, or if he was partying that night. Who knows? Toxicology reports. I don't know. They did something with his body. They got it switched up, or something else happened. Yeah, there was something weird that happened. Yeah, who knows? I don't know, guys. Remember that one guy? What's his name? Oh, that died 2 Christmases ago, 2020. He's another truther. Jeff Censored. That's who it was. You know who that is? Jeff Censored. He's another one that got taken out. Yeah, he died on Christmas Eve. Like, most likely.
Wow.
He was making a lot of videos on Epi Stein. So, and things of that nature, in the island and stuff. I think he was getting too close to a lot of his videos. He was just too big, and they didn't like it. He might have died from a heart attack, but like a directed energy weapon, possibly. I mean,
oh yeah, heart attacks are suspicious.
Yeah, and he was supposed to live stream that night, and he just never showed up. So a friend went over there and found him dead. They said he had a heart attack, but he was young. He was fine. I mean, he was kind of young. I don't know, my age maybe, or younger. I don't know. So. Not that it's that young, but young enough not to be having a heart attack. So,
well,
yeah.
We know there's this lady that lives around here. She's not really that old. She's probably your age, Mister. And she was working at the store I go to a lot, Lens. She just lives right around the corner. And I saw her like all messed up. She had something wrapped around her foot, and she was like limping. And I said, "Hey, what happened?" And she said, "Oh, I had a a stroke or heart attack or something.
Oh,
And she's not that old, and she's not overweight. She's like perfect weight and everything. I'm like, that's weird.
yeah. It's either the frequencies. Well, I mean, frequency, they can hit you and take you out like that, no problem. So if they really wanted to, they can. But who knows? The smart meters, people's phones, the routers, all this affects everybody differently. So, or they can affect you even more if they target you. So you just gotta know the enemy. If you guys are opposing things against our government or things against what tyrannical things are going on, that might put you on a list where they target you with frequencies because you're speaking out against things, So I'm just telling you, know the beast system, the electric devil. You can protect yourself. The easiest way is tinfoil. The Mylar is okay, but it doesn't seem to work for me that well. Maybe because they use a high frequency or some deep, heavy frequency on me. I have no idea. But, try everything. But
Well, everybody get your tinfoil hats on.
Yeah.
Build yourself some armor, chest armor.
Yeah. Yeah, if you're getting hit in the heart, man, they were hitting me so bad in the heart 2020 during the elections and all that. I was gonna have a heart attack. I wrapped myself. That's when I learned to wrap myself double wrap and just sleep in that shit like a mummy, and it works. But it is no joke when they want to target you in the heart. It's like nonstop, like boom, boom, boom. They'll just hit you like you. I don't know how my heart made it through it. They did a lot for a little period of time. They were targeting me hardcore in the heart. It was like holy shit, and yeah. So it depends how deep you get and posting and shit. So don't do that. It's not fun.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it's not worth it. It's not worth it. I don't know how much damage they did, but I can tell you that my family believed it because it's scary. You think you're gonna have a heart attack? I'm like, oh my gosh.
Well,
So that's
yeah.
a heavy frequency. Whatever they do, I don't know what frequency they do, but that is a heavy frequency. They're targeting the heart, man. Yeah. Because they pinpoint it. They must be able to pinpoint it,
Sure. Well, that's advanced tech.
Well, what do you think does that?
Well, it could be a couple different sources, either the Lizzies or the non-physicals. They can shoot energy right from them out, like from their belly area or whatever.
Oh, I believe that. I mean, yeah, we just can't see whatever their dark forces are shooting out at us. Like
yeah, because they're invisible.
Just like our aura is invisible, but it's a shield.
Right.
But it's not of dark; it's of light. So.
Well, it's not so much a shield in our form, when we got a body attached to us. But when we are of origin, the dark can't hurt us like that. That's a real shield. And of course, in numbers protection. When you got more numbers, you take them out. That's where I want to go. I want to take out some of them dark ones, man. How dare they touch a hair on anybody's head?
Well, I think it's more,
them.
Yeah, how dare them, especially in my own home. That's outrageous, in my own bed. Probably from satellites or planes or the LED light, 5G antenna in front of my house. That's what I'm thinking. I'm not thinking anything like
lasers.
That. Well, lasers, invisible lasers, frequencies, yeah. From
I
something.
heard they had invisible lasers because before they were like red or blue, and you could see them coming from, the sky,
Of course.
and you could see them. And then they switched. They made it so it's invisible to the eye. And that was just after that paradise thing happened. I was watching this more technical